Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will get the first swing today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. You could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. And he cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the Wildcats will line up to boot it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. The Wildcats will bring their punt team on the field now. Going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And the Wildcats come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down here for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Running out of time in the pocket. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Testing the right side here. He's free around the 15. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th. The punt team making their way on the field. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And the sophomores got him for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Wildcats will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Trying to create here on the move. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Pressure is coming. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Mentor's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room at the 25. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice creep.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And the Wildcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? On the run here, lets it go. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Wildcats will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Check out the stats so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Sims. Running back grabs it on a screen. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players in the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Wildcats will have to kick this away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. He's brought down out at the 46.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Now it's second down here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket now. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.